I've been on a mission so early, ain't see it at first, probably cause it was bigger than me. They fucking dyslexic, I swear they be calling me dog, I'm a god, they can see it in me. Try to tell them my mind different, even told them the time ticking, hope they get the message. Gotta talk to the Lord when I get distressed.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Ro, 24 years old, artist out of Roswell. I founded 1046 Records. I compete in Muay Thai. I'm out here spreading this message through my actions.
When'd you start making music?
I've really been making music since kindergarten, to be honest. So I remember writing my first rap.
How early were you recording yourself?
My first time recording, I was in 6th grade.
6th grade?
Yeah, 6th grade.
Okay.
With my cousin.
How'd you know that's what you wanted to pursue?
Well, what made me want to do it is my older cousin and my dad was doing it, and you know what I'm saying, like, you see your dad doing anything, like, you gonna be like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying, you gonna pick up on that shit. And then like once I got in the studio, so like middle school, and I was able to like have a song and show people, that was like, and then by middle school it was a talent show, so like from people hearing being able to hear the audio of me and being on stage and performing it and getting the feedback from middle school for sure, like them times. That's when I was locked in.
So when they first heard your songs in middle school, what was their reactions? Did they like it? Did they not like it?
I'd say for the most part they liked it. You could see a lot of the surprise in it, like, man, this you doing this shit for real? And I'm showing anybody, like teachers and everything, like talking about whatever the fuck I'm talking about. So I'd say they was like, keep going. It's more like keep going type vibes for sure.
I notice a lot in your music, you like to use the Michigan flow. Where did that come from? Are you from Michigan or do you just like the flow?
No, I'm from here. I'm from Roswell, Georgia. But I say pandemic time 2020. That's when one of my partners put me on to boys like Y&J, Louis Ray, Rio the Young OG, just that whole movement over there, and I really fell in love with the sound. So then I always believed in being versatile. Like I'll make anything from fucking rock to goddamn some fucking deep ass intellectual rap music. So it was nothing to try the shit, but once I tried it and I'm like, I'm fucking with it. I ain't want to be the type of nigga to just jack nigga sounds and shit. So once I started doing that shit for real is when I linked up with Louis Ray. We made a song called 1046 in Flint, and that was kind of like my acceptance into that whole sound. So from 2020 till now is really when I've been doing that sound. I started off like on more like conscious rap.
Yeah.
For sure.
And who would you say your biggest influences are when it comes to music?
Like even though he don't make music no more, my dad for sure. Because he the one who made me like get on like being mindful of the words and how it's being constructed and shit like that. But as far as like the inspiration in these times, I give it to Cole for sure, J. Cole. Yeah, and people like that.
What's your favorite J. Cole album?
I'm going with, for sure, a non-skippable. I'm tied between Born Center and the Warm-Up. Okay.
And now earlier you mentioned how you like performed in middle school. What is your favorite memory while performing in general?
In general, I got to perform, I'll never forget this, I got to perform at the old Masquerade before it got torn down. And that was like, what, maybe 11th grade high school. And in those times, it was like nothing to promote the show and like sell tickets because I'm walking in the midst of everybody. So
right.
That was like my biggest turnout ticket sales wise. There was like 100-something people in that bitch. And everybody shoulder to shoulder, so it just looked deep as fuck and it was a good ass vibe. And people knew the songs that I was performing, so it was like,
okay.
It was the best vibe.
What do you have planned for the future in your music?
For sure, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing and applying new things I've been learning as far as like the artist side and the business side of this shit, because I believe this label can really go far. And I've always, in the past, I've been, I pride myself on being self-sufficient and being a one-man army and shit like that, but I know now, like, in order to take it where motherfuckers need to take it, it's time to link up with other people that I believe in and it's vice versa and shit. That's why we just added During in Spanish to the label. At the end of last year, was it? Yeah, he done dropped 2 EPs, a mixtape, a live recording. So he been going crazy. So I plan on going crazy with this guy. And if any more people get added onto it, time will tell. But I'm gonna be doing my shit as he doing his shit.
All right. And speaking of your label, how did you get started with your label, and like how and when and why?
Okay, I'm gonna rewind it back to the high school times when I was back to around my first my favorite memory. Around them times, I was pushing a movement called OMM, stand for Open Minded Movement. And by the time I got out of high school, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm not going to college, so I'm not finna, I guess, wait to apply shit that I would learn in college to my life. So I'm over here trying to learn shit now type shit. So in the process of that, I started trying to get everything official, like paperwork wise, like copyright, LLC, shit like that. So I find out the forgive me if I say the shit wrong, but the LGBTQ, they own that name. It's like in Atlanta somewhere, I believe. But they own Open Minded Movement, OMM. They had that trademarked and stamped and everything, so I couldn't really make I could make motion, I was having motion, but I couldn't really monetize my motion under that name. So it took 2 years. I started like doing my kind of big on studying and just research. Like I believe knowledge is power. So in the midst of my studies, I started studying numerology. You know, every number between 1 and 9 means something. So I started, and then like as I'm studying it, 1, 4, and 6 really stood out to me. Like 1 is initiative, 4 is codes and ethics that one lives by, and 6 is your mission or your calling in life. And 0 just amplifies the numbers that it's grouped with. So I'm like, okay. So I just wrote on a piece of paper all the different types of combinations of those numbers, and then 1046 really just appealed to my eyes. So I'm like, yeah, 1046, and that's something I can really live and just live and stand on and stand by throughout my times of living. So 1046 is what it was. Got that shit official in like 2020, the end of 2020. I think the paperwork finally came back in 2021, so I say EST 2020.
If someone were to look at your page, they would see that you're also a fighter. When did you get into fighting?
I think around the same time I started officializing or really cultivating the next movement I'm finna stand on. And I feel like I believe in spreading the message and getting my point across through my actions, like I said earlier. So I feel like I'm a real warrior, a real fighter, like in real life, like not actually like fighting in real life, but like I don't really fold under pressure type shit. And yeah, I really wanted to expand the movement and expand just and open different avenues, because I'm capable of way more than just being on the microphone. I'm really a walking, what they say, I'm an anomaly. Facts.
You have a fight coming up soon.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen you compete before. What is your favorite moment from competing?
My first, I think I would say my first situation ever, my first competition, simply because that really just broke me in and I didn't lose. And it was just all, everything, it just made everything better. My mom came to that one because she don't really like to see me get hit. So, but she came to that one, my brother came to that one. My pops came to that one, my partner, them, everybody. We filled the room up, so it was a good time.
Is there anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to my boy During in Spanish. Y'all can follow him on Instagram at During in Spanish.
I got plenty of things you can go see on my link in my bio. Got an EP dropping a couple weeks. You can go check that out as well.
Alright, so I want to give a shout out to my boy Davin. He ain't here. He's been making a lot of contributions. He contributes a lot. He contributes a lot to the label.
Yeah, down there, the manager.
Yeah, type shit. Shout out to him. Shout out to my boy DC. my DJ. And anybody who fuck with the movement, for real though.
Sure, man. Oh, shout out to my cousin Malcolm, man, out there DJing.
All right, make sure y'all also check out his song that he just dropped called February 8th.
Oh yeah, I just dropped the song like 2 nights ago, facts. February 8th on every single platform. A lot of people got confused with it being dropped on February 8th. That's just the title, and that is my birthday. But they gonna remember the birthday at the end. When it's all said and done, they gonna remember that day. Produced by Phallic on every single platform.